Hello, in this video I'm going to be looking at 3 different ArcoLocks on these bank deposit bags made by Rifkin & Co. I'm going to look at how each one works, and then at the very end I'll go through picking them. This first one is just ArcoLock, the second one is ArcoLock DeLuxe, and the third one is ArcoLock 7. And they have slightly different mechanisms how they work. The bags themselves appear to be mostly the same. The materials feels roughly the same. The only difference I notice is that on these two bags here, there was it looks like they were embroidered, and on this last one here, it looks like there was some other printing method for putting that bank's logo on there. But otherwise, the bags, and you can see that the last one's slightly larger, but otherwise the material feels the same, like this sort of tough canvas. And I looked up the Rifkin & Co. I looked at their website before this too, and apparently they were immigrants. It's a family-run business for the 5th generation now. I guess they're a family. I guess their family came to the United States around 1892 from Russia, and originally they came over and they were making clothing. And I think they made clothing till about 1933, when they actually got a patent for these for the ArcoLock for bank deposit bags for night deposits. So I don't know if they weren't the first ones to like invent a bank deposit bag. There are other styles you can see out there, but they came up with this mechanism right here. Here's one that I've got taken apart, where what it does is it's clamping down on the zipper when it locks, so that you can't pull the zipper open. I'll show that here. So if I try to pull the zipper, and I mean it is in there good, I can't get that out. But if I use the key, put it in, rotate it, I can easily open it. You cannot remove the key. You shouldn't be able to remove the key. This one you can see it wiggles a little, but you shouldn't be able to remove the key with this latch open. When you close it, you can remove the key. You can close it with or without the zipper in there. And when you want to close it again, just pull that zipper over there, tuck it up under the latch, push down, and now it's locked in there again. So here you can see the housing I took apart from one of the ArcoLock DeLuxe ones. On the back here, so here you can see the latch. And the way this works is it's got a spring right here, a spring on the bottom that pushes it upward when the correct key is inserted. Normally the first thing you would see is this back plate on it. The numbering on the back plate should match the numbering on the correct key, but that numbering does not correspond to the key bitting. It's some sort of key code. And then this is like a pot metal that does not look like it was ever meant to be taken apart. It is very easy to damage, as I did. You can see I snapped that little piece of pot metal right there when I was prying it off. But when you pry that off, you need to be careful too, because there is a little rod attached to this spring that can shoot out, as I no longer have it. It's somewhere in my room. And then right here you would see this disc right here, not bent. And this disc is what rotates in and out, allowing this latch to go up or down. The disc here appears to be stamped onto the plug somehow. It also looks like it wasn't meant to be disassembled. It looks like it's stamped on there. And that also makes me think that there isn't any, I don't see any method to bypass this. There's no way to get this latch to go up without moving this disc out of the way. And this disc appears to be very well stamped to the plug. So I don't think there's a way to bypass this, at least not on this model. It seems to be good to go there. And if we look at the pins, one of the things we'll see that's kind of interesting is that the drivers are different heights. And I actually was asking about this because I wasn't familiar with it. I was asking about it in one of the tool Discord forums. And what they told me is it's called pin balancing, I think is what they called it. And the idea is that you don't overcompress any of the springs in the Bible. And apparently it's not supposed to have any effect on, like, as far as picking goes, you'll not really, it's not going to have an effect on your picking. Technically, the same amount of force will be pressing down on each pin from the springs, but I don't know that you would ever feel that. Maybe some people can identify that, but I don't think I would ever notice that. But otherwise, it shouldn't affect picking. As far as bumping goes, what they were saying on the forum is that you should still be able to bump it. I don't know if it makes it any harder because technically you would have slightly different mass driver pins going up, but I don't know if that is actually enough to make a difference. And then for impressioning, they say it also doesn't have any effect. But it is slightly different, something I don't normally see, or I shouldn't say I don't normally see, I haven't seen it before. And here you can see the plug. This is kind of interesting. It's definitely really rough and kind of ground up towards the front there. I don't know if that's a result of manufacturing or how it's in the lock. I'm not sure what caused that, but I did think that was a little interesting. Yeah, this is from the DeLuxe 6-pin version. The only other thing I guess I noticed that was a little unusual is getting the springs out was really hard, and you can see that there's a couple of springs still stuck in there. I don't know why they're stuck in there so like they are. It might be that taking this metal off is the better way to disassemble it. I'm not sure the best way to do that. I tried pushing it out with some different tools, and I couldn't easily push it out from here. So I don't know if that is meant to be disassembled a certain way that I'm not aware of or not. So yeah, that is the sort of background on how those are working in there. And if you want to look at the patent, the number is 1950415. And you can look that up and see the details on that. But yeah, I don't know if I already showed this, but all the keys, each bag works on the same principle as far as how they open and the user's interaction with them. Just the differences only appear to be the quality of the locks being used on the inside. Yeah. It doesn't want to close on me. There we go. Yep. And so now I'm going to go through and start picking them. So here's the ArcoLock one. This one, I'm going to try to just rake it. I had this going pretty good earlier. It seemed that the trick with raking it was super light tension. If I go real light on the tension, this seems to rake really easily. If I crank down on the tension, it says no. But yeah, it's not too bad. And we'll go to the ArcoLock DeLuxe and we'll get some. And also, if you're interested in the keyways, you can see the keyway is also different on the ArcoLock DeLuxe versus the Arco 7. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get this guy going. Excuse me. I feel like I have a great grip there. Oh, wow. That was a fluke. You can see that popped open there. Why not? That was pretty quick. Let's try it again and see if we see how long it takes the second time. All right. I do find this keyway kind of a pain, personally, but it is actually fairly wide, so it's not like warding that's an issue. It's having a tension wrench that fits well in it without, blocking anything. There we go. Okay, there's 2 of our bags open, and now we'll go on to the ArcoLock 7. And on this one, I am going to change up what I'm using to pick it again. This time I'm going to switch to top of keyway tension. I'm just going to use a higher hook since I've got that extra space now. It's taking a little longer. I'm going to try resetting in case I overset something. Alright, let's try that again. All right, there we go. Nice. So that one definitely took longer. So they get better as they go along. I'm not going to pick that one again. I'll save y'all the time. Yeah, but I don't think there's security pins in any of them. This one is kind of interesting. You can close it and you can see it didn't fully reset there. I think the other ones are better about that. But anyways, that is the ArcoLocks. I don't know of any other models. If you do, if there's another one out there that I'm not aware of, let me know, and I don't know, keep an eye out for it on eBay or something. They're kind of neat. I think they might be, they make like cool little bags to like I don't know, you could put something in, and if somebody can pick it, they get to get what's in the bag, kind of like a challenge. Or even if you wanted to hold some of your lock stuff in there, they're kind of neat. And have your own little tool bag kind of thing. So yeah, I think they're cool little bags. I've had fun messing with them. And if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to add them in the comments, and I'll try to answer anything I can. Thank you for watching.